CoinEx was actually hacked in 2023, and 54 to 70 million dollars was actually taken in that attack. So the question of whether CoinEx is secure or not is actually hypothetical. It's actually been tested in real life, and what actually happened after that attack actually tells you everything you need to know about CoinEx, whether you can actually trust this platform with your money. Okay, I'm Casey Collins, and let's get into the full security breakdown. In September 2023, CoinEx actually suffered a significant security breach. The attack was later determined to have been, carried out by the Lazarus group, a North Korean state-sponsored hacking organization responsible for billions of dollars in crypto thefts over the years. The hot wallet key were actually compromised, and funds were actually taken, and the total amount lost was between 54 and 70 million dollars, depending on which report you read. So this was actually a serious incident. I am not going to minimize it, okay, but that is what CoinEx did next. They actually went ahead to announce the incident publicly on social media the same day. They immediately suspended deposits and withdrawals to protect remaining funds. They also communicated with their users throughout the process, and within a few weeks they fully restored the platform functionality. And most importantly, this is the part that actually matters, they actually covered every single dollar of users loses from their own reserve, not from users fund, not from fundraiser, from their own capital. Every affected user was actually made whole. So that's a response to a real crisis. Transparency, speed, and full user compensation is the most meaningful security signal CoinEx has sent since they launched in 2017. Now, let me walk you through the actual security architecture that CoinEx has in place today. Because after 2023, they significantly upgraded their system. First, we have the cold storage. CoinEx actually stores over 90% of users' assets in cold wallets, meaning they are completely offline and physically inaccessible to remote hackers. Only a small portion of funds needed for daily operations sits in the hot wallet. This is the security standard for secure exchanges. Okay, the second is the CoinEx Shield fund. This is a dedicated emergency fund, backed by over 33 million dollars, funded by allocating 10% of all trading fees. This fund exists specifically to cover potential future security incidents. So even if something happened again, there is a financial buffer in place. Okay, and the third is actually the SlowMist partnership. CoinEx actually works with SlowMist, one of the leading blockchain security firms in the industry, for ongoing cyber security auditing and real-time threat monitoring. This is independent external security oversight. And the fourth is actually account level security features. This is where it actually gets practical for you as a user. CoinEx actually offers two-factor authentication in several methods, including passkeys, TOTP, okay, time-based one-time password, and they also have separate passwords for login, withdrawals, and trading. So even if someone actually got your login password, they still cannot withdraw your funds without the withdrawal password. It's also a custom anti-phishing code, IP address whitelisting, and multi-signature withdrawal approvals. Okay, all right, so now here is one thing I want to be transparent about. Most of these features are optional. CoinEx actually makes them available, but you have to manually activate them. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to turn all of them on, because leaving any of them off is leaving your account unnecessarily exposed. Let me show you how to activate every CoinEx account right now. The first you want to do is to go to your account settings, and you want to find the security section. First, you need to enable the two-factor authentication. I actually recommend using an authentication app like Google Authenticator or Auth. Click on the two-factor, actually scan the QR code, then you want to save your backup codes somewhere safe, and go ahead to confirm. And from now, every login requires your authenticator code. So the second is actually for you to This is a custom phrase that CoinEx will include in your official email they actually send you. So if you actually get an email claiming to be from CoinEx without your anti-phishing phrase, you immediately get to know it's fake. Okay, so the tag is activate IP and whitelisting if you primarily access CoinEx from one location. So this means only logins from your approved IP address are actually permitted. Okay, and the fourth is actually you want to set a separate withdrawal password. This is actually different from your login password. So even if your login credentials were actually somehow compromised, your funds actually requires a second separate password to move. And these 4 steps actually takes about 10 minutes, and they actually transform your account security from basic to institutional grade. So you don't want to do that immediately after watching this video. Okay, all right guys, so here's what I want you to take away from this security section. When an exchange stores over 90% of assets in cold storage and maintains a $33 billion sheet fund, and also publishes monthly verified proof of reserves and fully compensated users after a real hack, your funds are in a serious accountable environment that you don't need to be scared of. Okay, so that level of protection is what makes me really comfortable keeping USDT in CoinEx flexible savings, earning around 13% APY daily, rather than just moving it to a private wallet where it earns absolutely nothing. Okay, so security plus heat in the same place, that is the combination I look out for. So the referral link to join CoinEx is in my description and also in the pinned comment. And remember, new users actually get up to $100 in the platform bonuses. So once you are in, you want to activate your security feature I just showed you. Then you want to head to the ANM section and put your idle assets into the flexible or the fixed savings. Okay, so you don't want to like this video if the security breakdown was useful, and do subscribe for more honest crypto reviews, and drop a comment. Did the 2023 hack story change how you actually think about CoinEx? I actually want to know your answers. Okay, and see you.